I'm not sure how much we're going to get done on this tonight. It's almost 6 o'clock and I gotta go eat dinner. As soon as we go over the measurements, I'll come back out here. We'll start on this thing. We may not finish it till tomorrow. This is a northern red oak. The diameter down here looks like about 24 inches, maybe. 23, I was off by 1 inch. We're gonna check the small end. Stand by. 21, so we've got a 2-inch taper on the length of this northern red oak, so I'll probably use that toe board and raise it up in the first cut and get rid of that taper. Go ahead and have her big waist cut on her second face. Grade sawing, it's hard to tell your best face on a log that's been on the ground for about 4 years. This came from my buddy's farm down the road. The power company took them out and he brought them over a while back. I'm just now getting to them. This is actually the last log that he brought. This will end up being the last one of that bunch he brought over here. I think it's an 8-footer. It looks like an 8-footer. Let me see. 8.5. Good size timber. I don't know how it's going to look on the inside. No major knots or defects showing. This is the first cut of the tree. You can tell by the wedge cut here at the bottom where it was falled. But man, a lot of prospecting on stuff like this. When you're prospecting for gold, you gotta prospect on timber. When you run the sawmill the same way. You start opening up your faces and look for the clearest face, because the bark ain't gonna tell you nothing when there's no bark on here. We'll probably have some waste on the outside cuts and some spalting, but nice and solid in the middle. Famous last words. Should be okay. You might as well hang in there and see what's inside this red oak. So put the mouse down, sit back and just get you hit pause. Hit the pause button, go get you a cup of coffee because it's getting ready to get good. You're going to see a red oak get opened up. It's an old growth tree from the mountains of Tennessee. That's my little pitch right there. Can't beat it. friends, had to stop for just a minute to reposition the timber. I'll show you guys that in just a second. But look at this red oak right here coming off the mill. My goodness. Straight grain right there. No noticeable defects. My goodness. He does this to me every time. He brings me these old red oak logs. It's been on the ground for years. And they produce very, very nice timber, guys. Look at this one right here beside it. Now we've got the juvenile wood right there on that end. He can trim that off after drying, but look at those medullary rays coming up. Man, that's nice stuff right there. I would love to keep these boards. This would make a really nice farm table after they dry. Just look at that. My goodness, that's nice. Well, I noticed on the timber, the growth rings right here on this face, check them out. They're 90 degrees to the top right here. You know what that means, guys? Quarter sawn boards. And I got down to about 8 inches on this cant, and I thought it would be a shame not to turn this thing up and get some nice quarter sawn boards out of it. Because up here on the top where we was sawing, if we'd have kept on coming down right there, it'd have been rift sawn based on the direction of the grain, or the growth rings rather. But over here on this face, look at that. 90 degrees to this face right here is the growth rings.